Hi, and welcome to another episode of Industrial Amputation. Joe Average is out this week and is sorry he cannot be with us today. This week, our guests are Sean Payne of Cyanotic and Glitch Mode Recordings, along with Stacy Lynn, who is a horror artist and body piercer out of the Philadelphia industrial scene. And we have some new friends with us today as well. We're going to talk about Sean's music and a new film project that everyone has in the pipeline. Guys, thank you so much for being here today. We appreciate all of you.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
us.
Hi, thanks.
Can everyone introduce themselves?
Hmm?
I'm Froggy.
I'm Brad.
I'm Sean.
Christian.
So, and that's Stacy.
Stacy Lynn,
He's the father of
aka
nothing.
Bitch.
That's father.
Okay, well, let's begin with Sean's music. Can you give us a little bit of history on how Cyanotic got started?
Yeah. 20 about 25 years ago, I started it in Indiana. The midi ghettos of Indiana, the Midwest. And then we moved to Chicago shortly thereafter, and we kind of been placed here. And Brad's been a part of Cyanotic for the past half decade or so. Yeah, so it's a weird thing to realize we've been doing this for like a quarter century.
Damn.
Yeah, I absolutely love the drum and bass that's ensconced in an overall aggressive and electronic sound. It's really great stuff, man. I'm really enjoying hearing it.
Yeah, I loved it. When I first saw Sean, he was jamming. I said, wow, I know, I see that guy all the time. And he's fucking, he was in charge. In charge. And I fell in love with him since, he's been cool as hell, That's why I like the camp, So,
Oh, man.
And Sean, you've had a relationship with Jason Novak and Jamie Duffy. May he rest in peace, from Acumen and DJ Accucrack. Can you talk about what it was like working with each of them?
Oh, yeah, phenomenal, monumental. Those guys were the people who kind of pushed us, put our dicks in the dirt. Gave us a lot of advice and helped produce our first few albums, took us out on multiple tours. And then when Jamie passed, Jason was cool enough to ask me to help out with the last Accucrack record. And then that led into our Vampire Anvil project that we had together. And it's always a high point of my musical career to work with Jason, because he's just kind of like our weird music dad at this point. I mean, he really was the guy to inspire us to go, okay, he didn't think our demo sucked, and he said he would produce our album, so let's go up there and have a stab at it.
Yeah.
He's the first person that really gave us legitimate time and interest. And it meant a lot to me because Acumen was my second concert ever when I was 14.
Oh, wow. Wow. Jason's pretty tough. He's always been a tough guy.
Yep.
No shit.
That's why I love him. He will not
back down.
fuck around. Yeah, he does not suffer fools.
Yeah.
Put your dick in the dirt.
Yeah.
But he's not a bad guy.
No,
No,
he's back whenever you need him to, which is what I love about Jason.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy. He's a badass, but he's not a bad guy.
That's
right.
That's right. I can say that.
So I know some of you have known Levi forever. Can you all talk about some Levi stories and how you guys know each other? Everyone?
Just talk about
it. Stories. I mean, we were looking for something to do for a long time together, and
yeah.
He ended up doing bass. We didn't live very far from each other. He'd just come over and hang out, record some bass stuff, cut it up, throw it in some 80s, 90s style retro tracks, and then that became the Conformco project.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he ended up being a part of the Cyanotic record that we were doing at that time. That was the Trigger Effect. So yeah, a bunch of songs on that. No bass, no. Yeah, you do the main riff and sit back and relax.
Sit back and chill. Yeah, it
Jason,
was a great
How
time.
many stories have we had, man? I don't know. There's
Oh, tons of them.
yeah. I
you
mean,
don't have
I,
to
know,
censor
yeah.
none.
Yeah, at that time, it was like, they were like the homies that I had. Because most of my other friends either moved to other state or died, rest their souls. And they were the boys, and I didn't have nothing else to do, but keep, hanging in there. And they gave and Sean lifted me up, lift me up, and worked with me. So I really appreciate that very much so.
hell yeah, man. We always have fun, man.
Yeah, yeah. And that was the thing, fun.
Yeah.
Always enjoyed.
Yeah.
That was the straight effort of like, okay, we're gonna get together and jam on stuff, but we're not gonna be like,
Oh,
we gotta get this. It was when we could get those little bits that
Yeah.
we'd just be able to cover a whole song with, out of
yeah.
no
That's
kind.
all.
It would just
Yeah.
come effortlessly.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. So Stacy, so you're working on a new film project, and why don't you tell us about it?
Well, it's been a weird passion project for about the past 5 years, and I got Stacy Lynn involved. I got all these guys involved.
Yeah.
It's a sci-fi horror comedy satire.
Yeah.
It's called Steel City Nightmares, and we've been shooting it the past week and having fun figuring out how to do some gore effects right after this podcast.
I'm dying after this.
He dies.
I kill him.
He has to
Oh,
go
yeah.
today. That's why he's up, like he's in lacrosse. He's hours away.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shit. If I'm in it, I'm not gonna die. Just
I
kill.
thought you were in the some attempt that we tried a long time ago.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, then,
Yeah.
let's go. Let's go the black guy there.
Can't
Let's
kill
get
a black
rid of
guy.
him. Yeah.
first,
Break the trope. Break the trope.
Yeah.
So, what motivated you to want to make Stacy involved with this project?
oh, I just seen a lot of her work and recommended to me by the Hunts, and I was already friends with hers, and it made sense to just be like, oh yeah, I think we're gonna vibe.
Yeah.
Put some weird. Hey, you want to do some weird gore things? Okay, sounds good.
I mean, he was asking for a lot of messy kind of stuff, so. And I'm all about the gore. I've always been into slasher films, so
Yeah.
bring it on.
You're a spooky bitch here.
Well,
That's
that
cool.
started off as an insult, so
Yeah.
it amalgamated into a nickname of sorts.
Yeah. Oh, I get. Yeah.
Or-
I'm good for nicknames. I've been called all kinds of shit.
Oh, believe
And
me, I've
then
been so much worse.
Yeah. Me and you both. We're the shit nickname shit getters. So that's cool. Yeah.
So,
So really,
in horror films, what do you feel the pros and cons are of practical effects over CGI?
It looks better.
Yeah, way better.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Basically.
it instantly looks better. I mean, especially now, it seems like CGI almost like sticks out more than it did. Like it seems like even 20 years ago. Like you look at the Lord of the Rings movies, and that's pretty seamless CGI.
Yeah.
And you look at like these Marvel movies that are coming out.
They look too polished.
Yeah.
yeah.
Too saturated.
Like you could like, oh, that's definitely a CGI, creature or something.
It's like, wow, you literally shot
Whatever.
this whole entire thing in front of a green screen.
But
Yeah.
I like how we're going back to practical effects. Like when Beetlejuice is coming out, it's supposed to be practical effects.
Same with Alien.
Yeah. So excited.
That's good. It's an authenticity.
Oh, for me, for practical effects, it's real. It's something tangible. It's something that, greats like Rick Baker and Tom Savini still do. and they're still ushering people into learning more and learning their techniques. I mean, Tom Savini has a school out in Pennsylvania where you can learn stuff. So as far as like the practical, that's always going to outweigh CGI any day because you
agree.
can actually physically interact with things as opposed to make believe. You know what I mean? So it's more tangible, in my opinion.
Mm, mm.
As everyone being horror fans here, can we name a few favorite scenes in horror films involving practical effects that maybe stick out in our minds?
Stomach, vagina, Videodrome.
Oh yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
that's a good.
Handgun, Videodrome. I mean,
Yeah. Chest burster.
Yeah.
Alien.
I'm always a fan of just the head stomping or explosions.
Yeah, Scanners being a classic one.
One of my favorites, as cheesy as it was Jason Takes Manhattan when he punches the dude's head off.
The scene with the when he spears both of them or harpoons them, that's great.
Damn.
Here's the one
one
for
girl with
you.
the guitar.
I mean, also Street Trash.
Oh, that's a great one.
Putting off a dick, throwing it.
Yeah, Street Trash is pretty ridiculous, but there's something about that griminess that just sells it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to talk about the creeper from Creepshow. That was a real human skeleton, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
So,
And,
and the reason for that being, it was actually cheaper to get a real human skeleton, you know, all together as opposed to using like molds and, you know, that kind of effect. So it was
Right.
cheaper.
Right. Wasn't that the whole
Time to
deal
make
with
one.
wasn't that the whole deal with the skeletons and Poltergeist too? Like that's why there's
Mhm.
oh yeah, that's right.
But speaking of all that, I have
I mean, we're
also
talking practical. That's the realest of the real.
yeah. The Tar Man from Return of the Living Dead. That's a great one.
Yep.
Very goofy, but very animated.
there's a lot of nice effects in that movie.
Mm,
Yeah.
damn.
What about the arrow through the neck of Kevin Bacon on Friday the 13th?
Mhm.
When he used Tom Savini used a straw to make the blood spurt out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's definitely
I
like
thought
a
that was extremely
classic.
innovative.
Tom was always great with all the gags, like even Offset, like that was his thing.
His exploding head in Maniac. That's actually
God,
his
yeah.
head exploding. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Explode.
Yeah, so I'm a massive horror film fan, if you can't tell. If you can see my room, it's completely filled with physical media relating to the genre. Two of my favorite horror directors are Lucio Fulci and John Carpenter. Can you guys talk
Yeah.
about some of your favorite films and filmmakers?
I mean, definitely John Carpenter's up there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
master of economy and style, not having to do it big, you know. But
Production,
still,
yeah.
like it's beautiful, but it doesn't have to be very big. I always liked his I mean, I love Big Trouble in Little China, which is arguably like one of his more expensive movies, but it was such a bomb that he had to relegate himself, a studio bomb at the time. They had to relegate himself to working on much lower budgets at that point, and those are when I think the best stuff came out, like Prince of Darkness and
Oh yeah.
They Live, and all those movies that he did with Shep Gordon as the producer, which was the Alive Films era. So yeah, it was supposed to be a 3-film deal, but they only did Prince of Darkness and They Live. But then, In the Mouth of Madness after that, and all like those smaller budgeted John Carpenter movies are like my favorites ever. And
There's some Brian Usna movies that I really like.
yeah, Brian Houston is good.
I love John Carpenter's music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for sure. I mean, like,
It's the
that's
sparseness.
the mood.
Yeah. It was smooth. Yeah,
His
definitely.
new album is really cool too.
Oh yeah?
I got it on CD and tape.
Oh, damn, I'm gonna have to get that shit. That'll give me some inspiration for Black from the Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him play live. He did a tour and he played here and he did all his scores, and that was just insane.
That'd be awesome.
I wish I were there for we were on tour.
Oh,
Yeah, that was like, all right, didn't get to see John Carpenter, but apparently they're talking about doing it again.
Oh God, I
Uh,
wouldn't think I would ever have that. Yeah, I have to go to that. That was like one of the top shows I've ever been to because he cut behind him all the scenes from the horror movies and like opened the stage in New York and had like a heartbeat and like a Twin Towers and it's just like it was just fucking surreal.
Yeah, that's all I've heard. That's like every friend of mine that sounds like, oh well, dude, you missed it. Sorry, it was the coolest thing ever.
yeah, yeah, wow.
I'm going to keep my eye out for that.
What are your favorite films and filmmakers?
For me, well, since it wasn't mentioned, George A. Romero, obviously the king of zombies.
And the
Yeah.
king of
I
PA.
know people want to argue with, zombie, but I'm telling you, George A. Romero has always, always been top for me. Always. And not only that, he's always been really great with everybody he's ever worked with. Like his kindness and everything else in between. But he was one of the very first people I was introduced to when I was younger. Later on in my teenage years, I got involved with looking at Dario Argento's films. So like it's kind of weird. Like I really like gore and zombies and all that stuff, but I really dig, the aspects of how Dario Argento and how his films were. As much as they used a lot of like practical effects in his films, the color usage in film to show tone and any kind of emotion also brought a lot to the films too. So it's like this was like A24 before A24 was even cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like those are the two big ones for me. I mean, I love John Carpenter, but those two are the biggest inspirations for me. So
Damn.
Suspiria is the best looking 4K Blu-ray I own. The color palette from that film is just like I think arguably one of the best I've seen for any film. It's just it stands up. It's amazing.
Mm, mm. Yeah.
Plus with Goblin, I mean, how can you go wrong with Goblin doing a soundtrack? I mean, they're just phenomenal.
I prefer the Demons one. The
Demons one's good too.
Awesome.
They did a Syria concert, I think.
Yeah.
That one just went out.
Yeah, I missed it. They did yeah.
Yeah, we were gonna go see when they did Demons in full. It was earlier this year.
Yeah.
But Jesse got sick. Oh well. Maybe be around again.
So Sean, were you gonna be scoring this project that you guys are working on?
Yeah, we've been working on the score here and there. That's kind of what built a lot of it, was like, oh, we can make these kind of investigative, mysterious beds that people can just kind of like waltz around to if we don't have audio in the scene, We'll be employing that a lot with the some of the scenes that we're shooting at this haunted house that we got access to. Just gonna pipe the music through, just make it a little bit more visceral.
Yeah.
Hopper's Haunted House.
Yep.
Rockford.
Yep.
Awesome.
Rockford, Illinois, at the haunted house in a couple
Yeah.
weeks.
Rockford has good horror houses. Rockford is a horror.
Was there anything else you want to know people know about this project that you're working on or future project with horror that you want to get out there? Gentlemen?
I can be like, I love horror and sci-fi, and I hope you watch cool low budget cult thing.
Yep. So should talk about tech more.
Also got with Bob. This is our MC at the end of month. It's called Tech Noir, a cyberpunk celebration type thing. Since we had about 40 years since Terminator, we decided we'd do an event that was named in honor of it. And play a bunch of clips in the background, have Joe Bob do a little over culture, and we're gonna have a performance that we'll probably end up tossing in the movie.
I mentioned like tons of good video games and music video releases too. We're gonna have a whole smorgasbord of
At this like it's gonna look like we're all in Batman Returns, because it's like some gala space that's just not meant for this type of shit at all.
Apparently it was one of Al Capone's old haunts.
Yep.
Hey.
So we found this cool place, got access to it, and we're gonna blow it out with weird people in black leather.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's July.
Hot Wheels too.
Cool, and that's going to be a July 20th at the May District in Chicago.
That is correct.
That's it.
Okay.
Wow.
Tickets are available at cyanotic.net.
Actually, that's at I think technoir.eventbrite.com. I don't think we have it on the
Website. Ooh.
well, technoir.eventbrite. It ain't that hard.
Yeah. Whoops.
So, yeah.
Oh.
Let's see, where is it, Joy? And I lost my questions.
You're fine.
So now I guess all this is happening. How's running this label, the glitch mode, doing? How's that? Yeah.
Fast, man. Like we've been working on a new comp. That'll be out soon. It'll have some very cool tracks that we're looking forward to releasing, and that'll be available at that Technor event. And then there's a Cyanotic retrospective, couple reissue stuff that hasn't been released, but older stuff that kind of alternate versions of things that have been released over the years that is better than a greatest hits collection, and we'll be putting that out with Brutal Resonance, and those are supposed to start coming out in the fall, and there'll be some vinyl, and we're finally going to put up a bunch of the merch that we have from the KMFDM tour. We got reordered. We just went out and did a bunch of dates with KMFDM. That was awesome. And now we have to, we had to reorder a bunch of the merch because we sold out. We didn't, it'd be cool to get that stuff up and out because people have been asking for it. And then there's a Godflesh remix coming out soon of Cyanotic. It's pretty brutal, and that's not. I'll have to show you that before we go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I heard Brad working on it. It was pretty fucking heavy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not soft.
Is it really difficult to run a label?
I guess if it were a real label, I'm just like putting out projects I like of mine and my friends. So it's not like a bunch of contracts and bullshit.
Yeah.
I would imagine that would be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. That's so it would. Man, labels.
Whenever I've tried to do that, it's a fucking nightmare. So I just rather release things that I can kind of just, hey, want to put out a project? Hey, you're my friend. Hey, you're not gonna think I'm gonna fuck you over? Cool, let's agree. I'll give you my password. You can check out your own residuals.
Yeah. School it.
Very close to a collective almost.
Yeah, there is a difference. I don't think anyone really knows.
Sean, who are some of the artists you've played with live, and can you share some stories about that?
Yeah.
Love to hear them.
Numerous. I don't know. We played with Frontline a ton. We did the KMFDM tour just recently. That was awesome. They just asked us out of nowhere. On recommendation of Brad from Chant, Bradley.
Big up.
Acumen and Acucrack, I think I've toured them more times than I can count.
Some cold waves you guys did.
Yeah, we played a lot of the cold waves. I mean, we did the first one and the third one, and we did a lot of we've done a lot of cold waves.
Last one was Let It Into Gold and Revco on the same night as us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a blast. I mean, we've had a lot of cool times on the road. Immediate stories that come to mind. Jeez, I wish I could say. Some of it you just like it's a blur, and some of it's like, I don't know, I was having a panic attack 10 minutes before I got on stage. You know, but then I calmed down.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, is there anything else anyone would like to talk about or promote today?
Yeah. Good. Mm. So
I'm
now,
a fan of cheese.
Yeah. Promote cheese.
All cheese or just cream cheese or like Gouda cheese?
Wanda.
or-
Cheese.
All cheese.
Mm.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to flying out. Oh, thanks.
That's a cat.
Can't
Show
get
that cat.
go.
That was Luna. She decided to make a guest appearance.
Hi, Luna.
I am certainly looking forward to flying out this week. I'll be flying out super early in the morning on Thursday to go hang out with these lovely gentlemen and make a mess of things.
It's
And
gonna
I'm looking forward to you guys seeing like the crazy shit that we have planned because it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Foam
Like I
clay
mentioned before,
came.
lots and lots and lots of lube.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
The foam
Yeah.
clay came. So we got the stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Yay. We got some gore.
Wow.
I'm gonna be working on some gore sheets today so I can have them dry for
Oh,
the flight.
nice.
So
Hell yeah.
Wow.
I just hope I don't get questioned at the airport.
I
Why
was
do you
just
have to
thinking
say
that. I was
that?
like, that does not
Of
sound
blood
like that would be fun at the airport.
Although
Yeah,
if
it's
you're
like, what are
serious,
these
huh?
blood sheets in this folder? That's a long story.
It's just pieces of human skin. You wouldn't get it.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. It's
Don't
fine.
worry about
That's
it.
just Larry.
Man, I wish I was there. God, that
I know,
would be,
buddy.
man, just a little bit of setting up we did before was interesting. It was during the COVID. We didn't go around other people. We just went around each other. So we never got COVID.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was it, spend all day, just coming up with any kind of format of an idea of sorts, and dealing with Mike, with a lot of things, and Michael Kondo's,
Yeah.
sporadicness, but
Sporadicness. Yeah.
There was a lot of that.
Yeah.
yeah, and there's some photos, and stuff, but I know it'll be fun, big time. I know how it is, and I know it'll be great. I always thought that I think it'd be a good movie for you. Good movie, because I know that's what you like to have. But
I mean, good is relative. I just
Listen.
want it to be entertaining.
We just want to do something that calls out to all the nerds who
Right,
absolutely
yeah.
are.
There's
So
not
Yeah.
enough cult movies
me being
anymore,
involved
man.
in that definitely, yeah, absolutely.
yeah, well, I'm a big time nerd. Everyone thinks like he's cool. No, nah.
No,
I'm a
nerd.
fucking nerd.
Sure.
Nerdification.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think the film might maybe coming out. You think it'll be coming out this year?
No.
No. It's gonna take a bit of time.
Yeah,
You make-
it's gonna be a bit of time, but we are gonna get the shooting done this year. The shooting will be done probably within the next month, is what we're aiming for.
Just do little trailers, like little clips,
yeah.
like something splitting my head open.
Give me the teaser trailer, goodness. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. I saw Levi get killed.
Hi,
Yeah.
is that Luna? Luna?
Yeah, Luna.
Ah, look at that thing. Oh my god! You got,
God.
you're gonna meet Oscar.
The
Stacy.
boy.
You're gonna meet my orange cat Oscar.
I'm surprised she's not freaking out because she doesn't like being held very much.
Ah.
My
Never
my Danny, she likes this cat that looks like a straight werewolf. I don't know.
Maine Coon?
It's like it's like this thing is like, like if you see this cat, you'd be like, oh shit, the fuck is that? And she wants it so bad,
Oh, we're getting
So,
more.
we're
That's
gonna
one now.
find our own
Yes.
place. We're gonna find our own place, My godson is great. His place is cool. But we want to get our own place. We want to get in Denver. So look at
Who's
the
that?
This is Sachi
Oh, I
from
thought.
Greece. She's from Paris, Greece. My neighbor brought her back from Greece just to abandon her. And I
Oh,
was like, are you kidding me? And
Huh.
yeah, and then like she moved out of the complex, and 6 months later, she's like, I want my cat back. And I'm like, yeah, it's not happening.
No.
Brought her all the way back from Greece.
No take backs.
No take back. No,
Yeah.
you're not getting no push back here. Push back. Push back. That'll be good. But no, that was that whole thing is gonna be great. That's gonna be great. And right now I just want to say I just can't wait to see things moving. And I want to get I want to give a shout out to um to Jesse first of all, tell Jesse Jeffro, tell him that I miss him and Joyce. And I want to give a very special shout out to Dan Sharp, Roger Ebner, Michael Wells, and Groovy Man for their special benefit release they putting together. I just woke up a few days ago and they were doing a benefit release from Spoils of Grace, which is on Bandcamp. And my heart goes out to those guys. And the entire album, you can be able to get a track, listen to the track that I'm on in there, and the whole album is good. And Groovy Man's artwork is going to be on the cover, because he's doing some good art, So that will be
Going back
cool.
to the Stigmata. I didn't realize he did the Stigmata single.
Yeah. Groovy Man, Tonight We Murder. He did all that stuff, So we're getting along good, and that's good, Everybody, we're getting older, but we only have each other, and so I say we embrace ourselves, really,
Yeah.
definitely. And it's good to see you, Sean. You're back on your feet. You can walk around. Yeah. If you see my leg laying around, please hook it up. Use my leg on the scene. That's Levi's leg. Give it back.
I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah.
It can't be that hard. I mean, if it's around.
yeah.
Yeah, if you feel something kicking at you. Yeah.
We'll put it on ice.
That goes for you too, Brad. Don't push it away. Grab my leg. Embrace me.
I'll put it on ice and send it to you.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, because it's the only leg I got. So anyway, but it's good to talk to the the glitch mode camp. I'm so glad I loved it.
Man.
Yeah, definitely.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. And rest in peace, my man Jamie. Love him to death. And it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be good times for all of us. It is, And you're making these horror movies. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, it's just one of those things we had to see through, man.
Yeah, I know. You've been talking about it for a while. You've been
When
wanting
I
to
woke
do
up in the hospital, I was like, okay, I want to finish this one album. I got the one album done. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do the fucking movie.
yeah. Damn right. Shit. And it's shit here. I'm still learning my ways around and I'm dealing with latency. Ain't that something? I never imagined, I've always been used to having someone do something for me, but now I want to do it. And I want to pick up where you took. That's why I picked up from you, to seeing you take on it. And Brad too. you guys know what you're doing, man. Really do. And
He
that's
knows more
inspiring.
what to technically do.
Yeah.
I barely know how to plug in shit, but you know.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody was asking me, showing me how to plug up something, and I go, I don't know how to do that. They go, what?
I mean,
You
if you're
don't?
honest, they can't be mad.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll try and learn if you watch
Yeah.
show very carefully, like I'm
Uh-huh.
the brightest.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. But you know, that's all I'm doing, you know. I'm out here healing, and
You hear that,
that's
buddy?
yeah, definitely. So I'm a handful, you know, right now. But I don't know what else. But this is thank you, Sean, and I'm doing the closing part of the show. Thanks to the dedicated memory of our loving friend Jason Lupo, in addition to Dharma Buford. I know there's a lot of people in Seattle currently hurting over her untimely loss, you know. And if you all are suffering, please reach out to someone. I promise this world is a better place with us in it, you know. And thank you for tuning, everyone, for tuning in. You know, I really appreciate it. It's me, Levi, and Joe, and Cyanotic, the guys, and you, Stacy, in Philadelphia. Yeah, much love. I got a big old hand. My hand. I can move it now. I got my hand grips.
Those are
Yeah,
helpful.
And you.
yeah, they are, man. They are. I got mine. I go to bed with it. So, you know, that's good. So, you know, let's keep in touch. I'll talk to you guys. I'm gonna shut it down so we can talk more.
Off camera.
Yeah, off camera.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's Sunday, and you guys are probably gonna get some rest. No.
Kill him.
Yeah, we gotta kill me after this.
Yeah.
Oh, they gotta kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna snuff you out.
Yep.
You get snuffed. It's a snuff movie.
This will be available on the black market.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. The
Thank you very much
dark.
for tuning in today. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, on the dark net.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.